Hey everybody, happy Monday again, good afternoon. So I thought I'd come on while I'm drinking the rest of my matcha and come on and do a Monday business talk and do a bit of training with anybody that is in business. I'm not a pro, I'm just someone who has done different businesses and learned from my mistakes. And when you learn mistakes, you become wiser. That's how anything in life that, if we make mistakes in life, it doesn't matter if it's a business, it doesn't matter if it's just your own life, whatever it is, we learn from our mistakes, right? And so I'm coming on here just to give you a Monday afternoon business talk while I'm drinking my cup of matcha, and just going to give you what I have learned over the years and also starting my new business, how I plan to make things better and to do better. So that's what this video is for. So come on and invite others, and if they have a business or they want to start a business, by all means, join in. Let's get started. So basically, I have my list here of everything that I want to talk about. That way I can stay on track. So the first thing I want to talk about is talking to people about your new business, right? And if you don't have a new business and you're already currently in a business, and when you go to talk to people that you've already done it wrong, you've already goofed up, let me tell you, there's hope. There's hope that you can do it right. So first of all, the first thing that I want to say is it's important to talk to people about your business, right? But it can't be a sales pitch. It can't be like, oh, I want to sell you something. It's more like hey, I have a resolution to your problem, right? And so it's that kind of thing. It's about building relationships with people. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have made the mistake of adding people that I don't know and then messaging them and say, hey, I do this business and I have these products and I just want to share them with you. You don't do that because it turns people right off. And, you don't want to add people to get business because, if someone, honestly, like if somebody added me to share their business with me and I don't even know you, and they're just salesy because that's usually what they are. When they do that, it's like, it's a turnoff right there. It's like, I don't know you. I don't want to know your business because I don't know you. And I used to struggle with this all the time. I would watch training videos where the pros would say, you got to build relationships. You got to get people to a place where they trust you. I'm like, oh, that's just so lame, But no, it's true. Like I've honestly had to fight with that for a long time. And, so I want to give you guys some tips. So, yes, it's important to talk to everyone you know about your new business, right? And one thing I also want to mention too that I didn't write down is talking to your friends. I'm going to say it now just in case I forget. A lot of the times we over analyze how we're going to talk to our friends when we're telling them our excitement about our new business. We honestly, our voice gets cracked out. We don't know what to say. We don't know how to introduce our new business to our friends, and we get all choked up over it. And I just want to tell you, if you are getting married, what would you do? Would you get choked up about wondering how you could tell your friends? Probably not. You'd be like, hey, so-and-so, I got some good news to tell you. I'm getting married. I'm not getting married. I'm just using this as an expression. Or I'm engaged, or hey, I got some good news for you. I'm expecting, just like that. That's how we can tell our friends that, hey, I got a new business. And it's called Sipology, which is steep tea, and they have amazing matchas. They have amazing lattes. They have amazing teas that are so fruity. and you can make iced tea out of it. They have a lot of really amazing stuff. I'd like to show you sometime about that. I just like to share my business opportunity with you, and my light just blinked. And I just like to show you my stuff. And so, it's that simple. But a lot of people get choked up. Like, even myself. And I'm, like, talking to my friends, like, oh, I don't know what to say. I'm like, they're your friends, right? So they're going to be excited for you, even if the products and services is not necessarily for them. Okay, so let's just get into it. That's the one thing that I wanted to bring out, is that, it's just like you're getting married. I'm getting married. I'm expecting. I'm engaged. I got a new job. Hey, guess what? I started a new business. That's how easy it is, because you're talking to your friends, right? So don't get choked up over that. So easy to do. All right, so the first actual thing that I got on my list that I want to say is when you are aiming to talk to everybody that you know, right? Because, these businesses, they encourage you to talk to everybody that you know. I have a list of, people in my psychology book here that says list everybody that you know. People that you work with, your friends, your family, your kids' teachers, if you have kids. I don't. Your colleagues, they'll just list a list of different people, and you list 10 people out of each category, and stuff. So, it's good to, they encourage you to list people and that you can talk to them. But my advice when you do that, and I've learned this the hard way, you do not want to mass message everybody on Facebook. Because honestly, I have had some pretty bad experiences with that. I would mass message everybody on my Facebook, and people just get annoyed, right? And especially if you're copying and texting the same message to them that you send to everybody else, it's impersonal. And people don't like impersonal. They like personal. They like formal. They like the friendship level. They don't like the sales pitchy type of person, right? So that's the first thing you'd want to know, is that you don't mass message everybody on your Facebook. Thank God I have not done that yet. I'm not done yet. I'm not going to do that. Eventually I'm going to message people, slowly but surely. But I'm not going to, just hit everybody out. I'm going to, sit here all day messaging 50 people a day. That's just insane, right? You don't want to do that, because they can tell when it's fake. They can tell when it's copied. And not only that, but when you do that, you start to forget who replies, what they say, and then some people, because you're mass messaging so many people, you're not getting to everyone that has responded to you. So you don't want to mass message everybody, because people do get annoyed by it. At the same time, I've gotten a lot of flack from people. I've had people delete me because I messaged them about my business, and it's like, really? It's frustrating. And, sometimes people have gotten really nasty with me. It's like, is this even necessary? Just say you're not interested. Don't give me the whole spiel of, oh, I don't have the money, or I don't this, I don't that, I don't that. The excuses. Just tell me straight up. Just tell me you're not interested. It's that simple. That's what I would like from people. I would like people to be honest with me. It's not gonna hurt me if you tell me that, oh, I'm not interested. It's gonna hurt me more that people make excuses because they're afraid they're gonna hurt me. That hurts me more. So I'm just saying, be honest, right? And that's what I'm looking for. And but so yeah, that's the key. Is you don't want to mass message everybody when you start a new business. Because here's the thing, what happens when you do that is that you run out of people to talk to, right? So slowly and gradually start talking to people. Start building a relationship with them, because if you're just going to them with what you want to give them, which is providing your services and your products, it's really investing in you because you want to make money. And that's fine. That's why we join these businesses, right? Because we want to make money, but it's really a relationship. And you don't want to like not talk to anybody that says they're not interested or because they're not going to host a party, right? That's just really mean, right? So you don't just like ignore them. Oh, no, not interested. Okay, I'll just ignore that person now. No, we need to build relationships. But the whole key is that people can tell when a message is phony. So never ever copy and paste. And like I said, like if you mass message everybody, you will run out of people to talk to, right? So even when you slowly message people, people are going to get really snippy with you. That's just a part of doing business. You're going to have very snippy people. And honestly, I personally don't get why people would be so snippy with you. Just say, I'm not interested. Thank you. Have a nice day. And move on. People don't have to be mean. It's insane that people have to be mean. But at the same time, when people are going to be mean to you over Messenger or whatever, you still got to be professional. Don't engage in an argument with them. Just don't. Be professional, right? So how you want to do this is you want to slowly talk to 3 to 5 people a week, right? Look at talking to 3 to 5 people. What I am going to do and what I encourage all of you guys to do is write your top 5 people, okay? So write a top 5 people of maybe starting off, I don't know why that's blinking, but write a top 5 people of your closest friends. Friends that will most talk to you. Honestly, guys, it's even better to make a phone call. If you build that relationship with people in Messenger, hey, say, can I call you? And we can talk more about this. Because the truth is that a lot of people don't like to read a lot of long messages. I don't like to read long messages. People don't like to read long messages. So especially if they're looking for information, right? You don't want to type them a really long message. It's probably your voice in your Messenger. Because like I said, people don't like to read long stuff. I know I don't. So get a hold of them. Say, hey, you want more information? Can I get your phone number? Can we talk over the phone? And some people are not comfortable with that, and that's okay. But if that's not doable, I always like to do the video chat aspect. Hey, how about I call you on Messenger tomorrow, and we'll talk more about it. And some people are even afraid to do that, and that's okay. I'm not judging. That's okay. We need to respect what people are comfortable with. And so another thing too is you could just go on the voice recorder on Messenger and give them a little bit of information. Send them 1 or 2 voice recordings of giving them more information briefly, and then say, it'd be great if I could talk to you over the phone or face-to-face on video chat, and I can give you in-depth information. So that's what you could do in Messenger. Moving on to number 2. So when sharing a new business, write down your why and your goals. So this is the part that I really wanted to get to. So it's important that when you have started a new business, or maybe you already have a business and you've been in business for a while and you did not write down your why. A lot of people probably think that it's cheesy or corny to write down why. When you already know why you're here, why you started your business, it's always good to write it down, because that way you can see it on your sheet, on a paper, and that way you can keep focused on your why. I'll tell you why I joined businesses, especially Sipology. 1, because I love to drink tea and matcha and lattes and all the other stuff that they provide. That's one reason why I love doing that. I love to do these videos, how to make a certain tea or a matcha. But the main reason why I joined Sipology is because I checked over their compensation plan, and I checked over the fact that you get paid every week. So, instead of waiting like monthly, you can get paid weekly. And so that's kind of the reason why I signed up for Sapology. I'm still in Young Living too. I still do that one as well. And it's a good company as well. But my why, you need to have a why, because if you don't have a why or a goal, you don't have direction, right? And I'm going to do a demonstration for you guys right now. I'm going to move my stool. And I'm going to tell you guys, in other businesses, or even my other current business, if I didn't write down a why or a goal, what's happening is I'm going in circles. I'm going in circles. Oh, let's just see who we can talk to this month. Let's see who I could get to buy the products. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Que sera. And basically, when you don't have a why and when you don't have a goal, you're going in circles. Because you don't know what to do. You don't know where you're going. And this may look a little silly, but that's okay. And you have no direction, right? So when you write down your why and your goal, you have a direction. And that way you're not just spinning around in circles trying to figure out what to do, to figure out how to build your business. When you have a goal, it points you to that goal and you finally have direction, right? So it's important to... It was a cool illustration that I just did. But it's important to write down your why you started and what your goals are. So my why is because I want to make extra money a month. And eventually, as I grow in my CB, which I just kind of use as a short term for customer base, as I grow in my Team B, which again I just kind of made a shortcut for basically just means team building. Right now, I'm just focusing on customers, right? I'm not really worried right now about building a team. I do want to build a team down the road. And who knows, like maybe I might talk to people and they might just say, I don't want to become a customer. I just want to join your team. This sounds really cool, right? Some people that I talk to just might want to just jump right to joining my team. So, but it's important to write down your why, right? Eventually, once I build a team, I want to be able to not have to depend on social distancing. Okay, you guys. Oh man, this pandemic is messing me up. Not social distancing. I mean social assistance. I don't want to depend on social assistance all my life, right? I mean, I don't want to. I want to have the freedom to make my own income. I don't want to be stuck living from paycheck to paycheck and not even having enough every month, worrying about, oh my gosh, I'm running out of food in my cupboard, right? For now, that's my goal. My long-term goal is to eventually get off of social assistance. And my short-term goal is to have a bit of extra money to put food in my cupboards, to, just have a little bit more freedom. And I love that ODSP supports that. You report your earnings every month and you get a bonus. Every time you get an earning, they give you a bonus to help you out. And you can make up to $200. And that's my goal right now. My goal is to make up to $200. So don't just write little goals that, I just want to be successful. Really? No. How much do you want to make? Because the reason why you join the business is because you want to make money, right? So how much do you want to make? So here's my goal. I'm going to need my calculator from my iPad because I'm going to have to do this calculation out. Because you got to write a direction. When you write a goal down, you got to write directions. Otherwise, again, you're just going to be spinning in circles and you're not going to move forward, right? So I want to make, my monthly goal is to make $200 a month, okay? But there is a PV, which basically stands for personal volume, that I need to reach to make that kind of money, right? So I want to make $200 a month. So let's take 200 divided by, now since we're talking about PV, this is like customer volume that I'm going to be earning off of, which is you earn off of customer volume, you earn 25%. So I earn 25% of customers. So we're going to take the 200, we're going to divide that by 25%. And whoops, how did that happen? Let's try that again. Divided by 25% equals, and that will let you know how much in personal volume you need to be making a month. Not earning, but bringing in a total personal volume. So that equals, so I'm going to I divided that by what I'm earning, the rate, the 25% rate that I'm earning. So that is telling me that I need to bring in $800 in personal volume a month to get $200 earnings a month. So maybe $800, like, here's the thing. A lot of people probably don't want to write their goals down, and how to get there is because the dollar volume or the PV might scare you, but don't let it scare you, because, if you work hard, it's possible, right? So let me just kind of show you. It's going to be backwards. I apologize. All right, so now we know that we have 800 PV that is needed each month for me to make $200 a month. So how am I going to get there? How am I going to make, or not how am I going to make, but how am I going to get $800 personal volume a month so I can earn $200 a month? I will show you. Excuse me, my throat's getting dry. So basically you take that $800 and you say, you kind of think of, you need to think of how many customers you need, and you need to think of how much they would spend in a month, and are they spending monthly, right? So you want to learn how to build up your customer base and try to get repeat customers that will order a month. And I know that can be hard, but it's possible, right? So I'm going to say 25 customers. So we're going to take 800 divided by 25. So that is going to bring me to a total of $32. So I need 25 customers ordering at $32. We'll just make it like $33. So, the more customers that you add, the lower monthly ordering volume you will need, right? That they're willing to put in an order. So if maybe your customers are like really struggling and they can't put in a $33 order, then you want to increase your customer volume. So for example, $800 divided by, let's go to 35 customers. That'll be like $22. So if you have customers that are just struggling financially and they can't put, it's not like I'm like saying, oh, you got to spend a lot of money, but to reach your goal, if you're not getting enough to meet your PV per month, then you need to increase your customer volume, right? So that's basically how I figure that out. So I want to make $200 a month. I'm going to need $800 PV, and which means I'm going to need at least a minimum of 25 customers ordering a minimum of $33 a month. So like I said, if you are having a hard time doing that, maybe your customers can't order that much a month, then increase your customer volume. All right? So that's that one. That's setting your goals, because now I have a focus. Now I know to get my goal, I'm not going to be spinning around in circles trying to figure out what to do with no direction. I have my direction right here on paper. So write it down, put it on your wall or your bulletin board, put it in your book, whatever, keep it with you at all times, so that way you know that this is the goal and that you're going to work on it. So that means I had to talk to twice or 3 times as much people to get 25 customers, right? You're not going to talk to 25 people and expect all 25 people that you talk to come on as a customer. You're going to need to talk twice or 3 times as much, right? So if I'm looking to get, whoops, what happened here? Go away. Okay, just when I'm trying to do this, we got things popping up. I need to close it. All right, here we go. So if you want 25 customers, you're going to have to times that by 2, which we know is 50. You're going to have to talk to at least 50 people, all right? But I would even go 3 times. So you can take your 25 people and times that by 3. And, okay, what happened here? So 25 times 3 equals 75 people. So if you want to get 25 customers ordering a month, you're going to have to talk to at least 75 people or more. So that way you know that you somehow out of those people, you're going to get 25 people placing monthly orders. And you're going to have to talk to new people a month. You can't just say, oh, I got my list of 25 customers ordering. Okay, I'm good. No, you got to continually build your customer base, because eventually, like, not everybody's going to order every month. So you need to somehow keep building so that way there's at least 25 people ordering a month so that you can reach a goal. So that's reaching your goal. The next one, I'm going to try to get through this pretty quickly because I know I don't want to be super long on this video like I probably have. So where am I now? All right, so the next thing you want to do is when you're talking to people, like I said, you don't want to mass message everybody all at once, right? You don't want to use copy and pasted stuff. Just be personal with them because that's what they like, right? And don't be salesy. Don't go to them like you're trying to sell them something. Just tell them your excitement and just, there's scripts out there that you can learn. If you don't know how to talk to people, practice. I don't care if you have to record a video and practice, or if you have to write it down and practice on how to talk to people and introduce your business and share it, but do it. And there's a lot of training videos on YouTube, not specifically in Sapology alone. When we got our stuff, we have a little workbook that has scripts that you can use and create your own. So what you want to do is when you are talking to people, I'm going to tell you right now, not everybody's going to want to be interested. You might think, oh, everybody's going to be interested. It's tea, right? It's not. Not everybody's going to be interested. And that's fine because we don't want to be salesy. We don't want to push people to buy, right? It's just offering to those who want the stuff, okay? So when you are talking to people, you want to keep a list. You want to keep a list of people that say, yeah, sure, I would love to hear more about it, or no, not really, no, not now. If it's a not now, then I would ask them, without being pushy, ask them if you can call them in a month or 2. Even ask them what could be stopping them right now, right? And then help to overcome those obstacles that they may be having without the sales pitch and without being pushy, right? You can ask them, okay, is there anything that is stopping you right now? And if they just say not right now, then ask them if you can call them in a month or 2. Make sure that you eventually follow up and just within a month or 2 say, hey, have you thought about our services? Have you thought about joining the opportunity? And then that they say no, then that's, you don't want to push that either. You just want to say, okay, no problem. I'm here if you want to hang out. You got to offer your friendship to them, right? But you want to write down a list because you want to keep track of everything. And most importantly, you want to keep track of people who are not interested. Because if people that said that they're not interested when you're calling them or when you're messaging them on Facebook, you don't want to keep bugging them. I've learned that the hard way, and I've had people get really, really nasty with me. And so you want to make sure that you write down the people that are not interested. So that way you're not like always bugging them. You're not tagging them. I don't even suggest tagging. I've got really, really, had people really get nasty with me about tagging, and it's like, okay, my bad, you know. But it's, when you're doing a business, make sure you do it right, right? Make sure you do it in a way that is honorable. I mean, not everybody's going to be happy with you. Not everybody, we can't please everybody. And some people are just going to get feisty with you. Some people, you know, have an attitude. And, you know, and we're going to have to learn to deal with those attitudes. So the number 4 is always get referrals. Now, if there's someone that's super annoyed with you because you message them, sharing your business with them, obviously you're not going to want to push for a referral. Just say, okay, have a nice day. I'll talk to you soon. You know, but it's always good to get a referral off of somebody, whether they say, hey, I'm interested. Okay, do you know anybody else that might be, who likes tea or whatever it is that you're doing? Or if somebody says, well, I'm not really interested in that. I don't really drink tea. What I would say is, well, you know, it's not just tea that we sell. Can I send you a link to my web shop or a link to the e-catalog? Do you mind taking a look at it first and then let me know what you think? I mean, you don't want to get too pushy either, right? Because sometimes it's hard when people like say, I'm just not interested. It's like you don't even know what we have, right? But you still don't want to get pushy with them. Just say, how about you take a look at my catalog, and then if you still feel the same way, then I completely respect that, and I will not push you, right? So that's what you need to do. And if they're soupy, I can't speak. If they're soupy, like, oh, I can't speak today, you guys. If they're super snappy, then you're not going to want to do that. You're just going to, okay, have a nice day then. You know, be nice to them, even if they're not being nice to you. Yummy. Matcha is so good. So anyway, you just want to make sure that you try to get referrals off of people as much as you can, unless they're in a bad mood. You don't want to push that, right? But when you are getting referrals, don't say, write a big list for me and give it to me with their numbers so I can call them. Like, that's just not how you do it. You know, or write down 2 or 3 or 5 people that you think might like this and write their numbers down so I can call them. Like, you don't. Because the problem is that a lot of people don't like getting their numbers given out. I mean, I don't like my number given out to people that I may know that doesn't have my number, or I may not know. There's just a lot of people that don't like their number given out. So what I would do is just say, hey, okay, whether they're interested or not, okay, is there anybody that you know that loves tea or matcha or lattes? And then just say, like, you know, like they say, yeah, no, maybe I could probably think of one person. Okay, how about you think about that one person, and then give them a call and see if I can, like, have their number, so that I can call them, right? You always want to ask them to get the person's permission for you to call, or leave it up to them to call you. Like, say, tell your friend to tell their friend that they thought of, to say, hey, I thought about you. I've had this person come to me about some products that she has, and I'm not really interested in it right now, but I thought about you, so I was wondering if this person can have your phone number and she can give you a call in a couple of days. Sometimes that might even be scary enough. So you could just say, well, you can just encourage people to say, well, here's their phone number, give them a call. I don't like to go that route as often because chances are, if they don't know you, they're not going to give you a call, right? So get referrals. Don't be pushy, right? Definitely don't want to be pushy. The last thing I want to say is be organized. Keep yourself organized, because if you don't have everything organized, you're not going to find it. If somebody is asking for more information, I have, for Young Living anyway, I have a PDF of basic information that I share. I also have a printout, and I'm going to make one for Sapology as well. So that way, like if I have the printed version of information about Sapology, I'll have it with me. I'm like, yeah, it's right here, and just give it to them, right? I mean, you don't have to do that. Just either have it or know it, whichever. But you still want to be organized, because if you don't know where your catalogs are to refer to what they're talking about as they're going through a catalog, then that's not good, because people don't like to wait on the phone while you're looking for something. Or if you can't find your calendar, again, people don't like to wait on the phone super long while you're scrounging around in your house looking for it. Or your order form. So basically what I've done is I got this little book here. This was like a kind of like a Bible diary, or like a Bible study diary that I got quite a few years ago. And I thought, hey, I don't use it. I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to punch a hole in my Sapology catalog, and my Sapology catalog fits perfectly in here. So that way, when I'm out and about, I have everything that I need. Whether I'm doing a hangout with people, just to kind of tell them about my business, or whether it's just out and about, and I might find a friend or somebody that I know, and we might want to sit down and go over it. Now, we can't really do that right now, considering that we're in a pandemic. It's really hard right now to do business, because usually, we're talking to our warm market, which is our friends, the people that we know, and then the cold market is just taking a book with you and say, hey, do you like tea? I would like to give you my catalog, right? Which is cold marketing. And that's good too, because once you run out of your warm market, you're going to need to do cold market. And right now, cold market is hard, because we can't go up to people right now. If you find a way, and if there's people who are not so scared to come near you, you don't want to get too close to people anyway. But if you're like, I know we're in a pandemic, but I just want to share my tea with you. Are you a tea drinker? Can I give you a catalog? Give it to them. And I wouldn't suggest doing that often. The point is that you need to protect yourself, and you need to protect others right now. So doing that is really hard. It's not likely that that's going to happen often. But, I might run into an old friend. I'm not afraid to go near an old friend. I'm with my mask on, and say, here's my catalog. If you want to take a couple minutes and look through it. And then I have a couple order forms right here, and that way I can just pull one out, or if I get a phone call and say, I would like to order this, it's right here in my book. And then I have my workbook in the back. I have a little thing for business cards once I order them. Probably, if you are going to do cold marketing right now, probably handing out business cards is probably the best way to go. But again, you don't want to expose yourself to too many people. Just say, I'll just sit this here. Can I give you my business card, sit it down, and let them take it, right? But you don't want to do that as often either, because you don't know who has it, right? You want to protect yourself, and you want to protect other people. So my point here is that it's important to stay organized. All right, so you want to have a list of daily things to do, because if you don't, again, just like your why and your goals to doing a business, if you don't have a goal and you don't have your why, you don't have direction, and you're spinning around in circles again, trying to figure out how to run your business. But you want to be able to have a goal for each daily task. Right now, my goal is to come live and show you how to make a tea, or how to make matcha, or how to make a latte. And with all the stuff that I got in my starter kit, I'm doing a video each day on how I make it and trying it. I know that I love my matcha. So you want to have a goal. And not just for social media per se, but you want to talk to people that you know too. like right now, because we are in the pandemic, if anybody wants a sample, then I have to mail it to them, including a catalog, right? Because people like to try stuff first before they order. So you want to, what was I saying? Now I lost my thought. Oh my gosh, what was I saying? What was I saying? But you want to have, I forgot what I was saying. I just had like a brain fog. It happens all the time. It's frustrating, but hopefully it'll come back to me before I get done this video, because it's really important for me to share it. But yeah, it's definitely important. Oh yeah, your daily goals and your daily tasks. It's important to have a daily task, because if you don't have a daily task, then your goals as far as what you want to earn is not going to happen, right? The thing for one of the policy and procedures for Sapology is that we don't do buy-sell groups. We're not allowed to do that, but we can reach out to cold market people. We can reach out to warm market people, which is people that we know. But being that we are in a pandemic, it's harder to go out and say, hey, I'd like to give you my catalog, or do you like tea? I'd like to give you my catalog. Like, just, learn how to talk to people and get comfortable with it. Like, when I started my first business, I was not comfortable. I was like, I'm too scared to talk to people. But you have to if you're going to get successful in business, you've got to get comfortable talking to people. All right? So have your daily goals. Like, check your emails, respond to people each day, talk to people each day. I don't care if it's 2 or 3 people each day. Aim to talk to at least 2 or 3 people each day. Because if you need 25 customers ordering at least a $33 order a month to get you to earning $200 a month, you need to talk to people. And, you need to start with your warm market, and then you need to expand to your cold market. Right now, I am doing Instagram, and it's really hard, honestly, in my opinion, to get business from cold market on like social media, like Instagram. I use Pinterest as well. I'm also going to create a YouTube channel on YouTube, and, just make a matcha, make tea, do a bit of like training and stuff like that, like I'm doing now. And, hopefully people are interested, but it's really hard. Like, I think my best bet for cold marketing right now is Instagram and Pinterest. So I'm doing really well on Pinterest with my Young Living. It really, like, that kind of thing takes a constant daily posting, right? So you got to have your daily task on what you're going to do to get your customers, a daily task on what you're going to do to build a team. That's not my concern right now. But like I said, somebody will just want to like hear about Sapology, and they might just say, I'm not going to be a customer. I'm going to be your teamie because this is really exciting. I want to sign up, right? So have a daily goal, and don't just, hey, Sarah, whatever will be on Facebook. Like, intentionally plan on talking to people. Like, go for a walk, and maybe you run into somebody that, that you could give a catalog to. Again, like, just, I would even, like, go as far as putting a catalog in a bag, like a nice, like, this nice bag, not a grocery bag, like a nice clear bag, and that way people feel more safe. Here's a catalog, or I'll just put it down here and you can pick it up, right? Because you gotta be safe. You don't want to expose yourself to too many people, so always wear your mask. But again, it's still not. Doing that right now is really hard. So don't do it often. Do it when you get a chance, but just don't do it often. All right. So that's basically everything that I want to share with you guys today. Again, these are things that I've learned from mistakes, and making it so that I can get better. My how-to or making teas, I'm trying to get them down shorter. Training ones, obviously, are going to be a little bit longer just because. But what I'm going to start aiming at doing is just focusing on one thing whether it's referrals. I can say, hey, tomorrow I'm going to go live and I'm going to talk about referrals. And I'm going to talk about referrals and keep it like 2 to 5 minutes and just talk about that. So I have, let me just quickly go into my Facebook for a second. I hardly doubt that people are going to watch this long into my video. But if you do, I have my page, which is, let me just quickly grab my page. So if you want to follow me on my Sapology business page, you can. It is called Veronica Froman Independent Sapology Consultant, so look for that. I also have 2 groups as well. How do I get back? So I'm going to go to my groups. So I have, where's my groups? So like I said, I have 2 groups with Sapology as well. They're private. I don't know if you can, I think it's hidden. So if you want to join these groups, please just email, not email me, but inbox me and I will send it to you. If you can find it, that'd be great. I don't know how that works necessarily with hidden and private groups, but yeah, just message me and I'll get you invited to the groups. So I have Veronica Independent Sapology Consultant group. I also have one more group, and this is more for teamies. So if anybody's thinking, I'd like to come on and join the business with her, I have a group that you could join for team members only. I've added a couple people just to have people. But, this group that I have is just basically updates, meeting announcements, training videos, recognition, and stuff like that. So I'm going to be doing little topic trainings on there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it right away because I don't really have anybody to train, or I might do it once in a while and then do more once I start building a team. But I just thought I'm going to create this just in case. And so anyway, the team is called Veronica Sip Tea Drinkers VIP Team. So if you're thinking, I want to try the opportunity, then once you have joined my team, I would also add you to the group. So be sure to follow me on the page and the group of Veronica Froman Independent Sapology Consultant, and you can stay in the know. I basically do stuff here every day on my feed anyway, but it's kind of cool to actually be able to come to my page or my group, because there's probably going to be extra stuff there. So that's just basically all. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I know it was long. I had my internet cut out on me once, so thank God it was only once. But you guys have a really good day. I hope you learned something, and I hope that you guys are inspired. And by the way, really quickly, this is for me, and this is for you guys who are in business or thinking about starting a business. If you don't meet your goal, it's not the end of the world. Be happy with whatever you make to start. So if I just make $50, that's fine for me, because that's extra money on my table for, maybe for food, or maybe for mailing samples out to people, or whatever. Or maybe it's just something that I can just keep in my bank and save it to order more Sapology products. Who knows, right? Obviously my goal is to just make extra money so that way I'm not struggling, right? But I could also, make it to get more stuff, get more teas and stuff. So if you don't reach your goal within your first month, or your 2 months, or your 3 months, you can evaluate. You can reevaluate your goal, and you can set, if there's a certain amount of money that you want to earn per month, you can bring it down a little bit. So if it's too hard to get $200 a month in earnings because you need 800 PV from your own order and your customer orders, then bring your 200 down to 150 or 100. So if 150 would be better for me if I can't make my 200 goal right now, then I'm going to need, let's see, 25%. I'm going to need $600. So like $200 more. I mean, less than the 800 PV that I need. Or $100 if I'm just like, oh, maybe I'll just like aim to make $100 per month, right? Because maybe you're not finding the customers right now, or whatever. Or maybe you're just getting too busy where you can't really focus on getting new customers. Then reevaluate and, sorry, I got something in my tongue, and bring yourself down like another 100 or another half, you know, and then that'll lower your PV requirement. So if you do like, if you want to get like $100 a month, then you can aim to get at least $400 PV a month to get there. If the $200 is too high for at the moment, because you will get there if you just keep on adding people, like talking to people professionally, you will get there. So I encourage you guys, if you have set goals in your business, or you're going to set goals in your business and you don't get there right away, don't give up. Don't get frustrated and give up, because it does take like 4 to 5 years to actually get success. And I know some people will really spring up within their first month or two or year. Just be happy with where you are at the start. And even if you're not happy with yourself down the road, don't give up. You know, it's possible that you can get your dreams to come true with your business with a lot of hard work, right? So that is all. Have a really good afternoon, you guys, and I need to get some late lunch, so I'll talk to you all soon.